There we go. Let's see. It says got it. Let me see here. It came up, so let me see. At least it came up this time, Dr. Ray.
Okay, so it's coming up now.
Yep.
Raise it up. There we go. Now it looks like it's on there.
Let's see.
Gotcha
got it. Let me see here.
Gotcha
It came up, so
now.
let me see. At least it came up this time, Dr. Ray.
Okay, I got you. So it's coming up
I
now.
don't see it.
Raise it up.
Not yet. Not yet.
Not yet. There it is.
All right.
Oh, but it went back.
It went back to what?
Yeah, it went back out.
Hey Doc,
Yep.
how you doing, bro?
Good. Doing well. Doing
It
well.
sound like Farouk. What's up, Farouk?
It is.
We
What's
are
up, Bill
streaming.
Morgan?
I got it streaming on my side. It's streaming.
I got streaming on my side.
Okay.
Okay.
Good. Sounds good.
All right, well, you guys go, because I don't have it yet, so when it comes up,
Just refresh. Just refresh. You could probably put it
Yep.
there.
I mean, it says live, so, you know, everything's cool.
All righty.
It'll
All right,
pop
so
in.
we're
Don't worry
gonna-
about it.
Okay, sounds good. All right, we're gonna go stream now. Hopefully everybody's doing well.
Yep, you got it, Dr. P.
Welcome. I
We
wanna
got it,
welcome
buddy.
Everyone to the family.
Yeah.
Put your hands together, family. Hey.
Yeah.
Yep, everybody
That's what's
looking
up.
good. Everybody doing well. Hopefully everyone's having a wonderful week. So far, so good. And we say hump day,
Yo,
Wednesday.
yo.
And we're gonna get started as we go through here. Big B,
Yeah, man.
I wanna bring the volume down on here so we can get started.
Yeah, man. That's what's up.
What's going on, fellas?
All right, Big Mark. How you doing, man?
God
Hey,
turn
Doc.
my lights back
All
on.
Hey,
God
Dr.
turn my
Paul.
lights back on.
All right.
Hey, man, Dr. Paul. Mark was so bad this week. He just chunked his stuff everywhere and just almost
walk?
went out running. I can't even take it. Go ahead, Mark.
Did you
All
see my
right.
last walk? Did you
Yeah,
see
buddy.
that last walk?
Yes, I
he
did.
Yeah.
Had nerve, hey, Dr. Paul, had nerve shake his hip no less.
And it gets better. I got a better walk.
All right, man. Glad to hear
All right.
that.
Let me get started. All right.
Yeah, there you go, buddy.
Listen, want to welcome everyone to the family tree, and this is the place where we bring it all together. Hopefully, we can have some good stuff to talk about this evening.
Yeah,
This is the
man.
place where we talk about holistic health and all that's going on in the world. You know, we take it from the traditional, what we call laurel tree, ancient laurel trees. And those are the trees that were part of our culture, all of our networking, all of our humanity. Everything was around the culture of the people. And from that, we gather around the tree. Right, Big B? And
Yes, sir,
anything
buddy.
going on.
Yeah, man.
You got a problem, solutions, anything that you need anything, you bring it to the tree, and that usually is where you get your real information.
Yes, sir.
We call that social
Security. Yes, sir.
Say it
Yes,
slow,
sir.
y'all. Social
Security.
Security.
That's right. It's not a check. It is your family. So your family is the most important thing to you. Usually you'll find the answer to all your situations and all that's going on just by you hanging around the tree. How about
Yes,
that?
sir. Yes, sir.
So
Yes,
he's
sir.
going to say we welcome you for hanging around the tree this evening. Hopefully, if this is the first time you're hanging with us, you can go down to your bottom menu, right where you see reaction bar. You can click on that and you can join the conversation this evening. And that means you can you can come on screen, ask any question you have about anything. We say there is no dumb questions,
I
right?
know that's
no
right, buddy.
dumb questions. Only dumb questions the one you didn't ask.
There
Got
you
it?
go. There you go.
So we say, bring forth your questions. If you have concern, if we don't know it, we'll try to get it back to you. We'll
Attaboy.
find out what it is, and
Yes,
we'll
sir.
try to get that question answered for you. If you're someone that may not want to go on screen, as you see Big B put his hand up, you see Big B throw his hand up there, you can see his hand up. Raise your hand, we'll put you in queue. If you don't want to get on camera and you may, hey, I still have a question, you can pop it down in the chat box.
Yes,
And
sir.
Prophetess down there will get it. AKA Fingers. Let's
Fingers.
get her
Fingers. Yeah.
Where is AKA Fingers? She's around here somewhere.
She's there. She's right there.
The fingers are already moving. They smoking
Yes,
over there.
sir.
So she'll get us into the chat box. and definitely we'll get the question and we'll try to bring you on to answer the question. We can't get to everyone and everything because we are into time restraints, but we'll do the best we can. All right. Also, if you're someone that may be joining us by phone and you missed the prompts that actually tells you how to raise your hand, don't worry. Just let us know you're calling by phone and that we'll try to get your question in. All right. I want to open up with the host with the most. That's Big B, 1L.
Yo.
Give a hand,
Whoop,
y'all.
Go ahead, Big Bill.
Yo, man, the greatest place to be on Wednesday night is the family tree. Yes, sir.
Yeah, there you go. There you
Yes,
go.
sir.
What's up,
Yes.
buddy? How you doing over there?
Hey, man, great day today. You know, I had a chance to go outside and in the cool but yet sunny weather, and get my cool tan on. Well,
Get your tan on. I got you. Well, hey, buddy, tell
Great
us
day,
what's
man.
going on in the world. Lots going on.
ooh,
Tell us what's happening, man. Worldwide with our numbers, because you know
all right.
the numbers are creeping up. You know,
Yep.
fall is here.
Here are quick
And
facts for
with
today.
that, we have to build that immune system.
You
Right.
got that, guys. From our very favorite website, guys, that's encode2019.live. Our total confirmed case is 697,437,485. Total critical cases, 7,199. Total deceased, 6,935,129. Total active cases, 113,407,567. Total recovered. This is our mental health home, guys. Total recovered 578,725,473. Yes. Yes,
That's a lot
yes,
of folks,
yes.
man.
That's a lot of peoples,
folks.
man. That's a lot of
Lot of
people,
people.
Dr. P.
A lot of peoples. Yes, that's a lot of peoples.
I'm not gonna complain,
We
man.
will always emphasize on the success and the victories that people
Yes.
are having. And you don't hear this on, you know, your television and things, but we're saying, you know, stay in there, family, build your system. We say feed the body corrects itself 11 times faster.
There you
all right?
go. Yes, sir. Yes,
All right.
sir.
I want to get into a couple of things today, but you know, we know my favorite time of the family hour, Big B and Prophetess, y'all know I love testimonies. I love
buddy.
testimonies because
Yeah, buddy.
testimonies go a long way. And they help people in the middle of the midnight hour when you can't hold on. I don't have nothing else to hold on to.
Man,
You can
don't
reach
do that.
back, and sometimes you can hear a story that's here on the family tree about something someone went through, whether it's diabetes, high blood pressure, cancers, whatever you got going on. Somebody got a testimony, and just every little bit counts. You know that every little bit does count, because somebody's either going in a storm, or coming out of a storm. So with that, we like to share the information. And if you had any success from anything that you've done here on the Green Hour, on the, I was saying Green Hour, on the family tree.
Green Hour.
Wrong show.
Dr. Paul.
Or you've done something that you've heard. Maybe it was the Green Hour. Maybe you heard it on the Dr. Paul show. Whatever you heard, we embrace all that's holistic, all that is good, all that is great. Got it?
Yes.
So I open up the floor right now for anyone who has a testimony. This is your time. I want you to open up. All right, Corinda. I thought Corinda first. Yeah, go ahead. How you doing?
I have two patients that one is got a lot of health problems and gout, because I'm going to ask you about that a little later. But he was, he told me about the gout and his blood pressure and all the medicines that he's on, and I asked him what kind of water he was drinking. He said, I'm drinking tap water. I said, I cannot believe you're drinking Cumberland Swill every day. So I told him, I said, you need to drink spring water that's bottled at the spring. And I happen to have an extra bottle of Crystal Geyser in my car. And I gave it to him and I showed him, when you buy spring water, if it doesn't say on the label bottled at the spring, he said, well, you know, what's about this pH?
At the source.
I said, naturally, natural spring water is pH adjusted and it's usually alkaline naturally. I said, if you buy something else that's alkalinized, it's chemically alkalinized, and it kind of defeats the purpose. So he said he used to drink Crystal Geyser, and he stopped because for whatever reason, but he said he's going to start it again. Then I had a guy today that I thought was going to punch me. We were doing
Welcome to the
fine
club.
we were doing fine talking about his diabetes, and when I asked him about his A1C had been as high as 11 when he was on Trulicity and Ozempic. So they took him off of Trulicity and Ozempic. They put him on the Trujeo and Humalog injectable. So I asked him what kind of food was he eating, and he said, "Well, just regular food." I said, "Let me take a walk in your kitchen." Not a good thing.
Not a good thing.
He had all these diet sodas on the floor. I mean, liters of them.
Wow.
And he said, "Well, but they're sugar free." I said, "Yeah, but they still filled with garbage and stuff that your liver's having to fight with." And then he had a bottle of orange juice, simple, whatever the kind is. And I told him, I said, "Well, look at the label." I said, "It's got 24 grams of sugar in just one serving." And I said, "I'm sure you drink more than just a cup when you drink it." And I said, "Where's your bread?" He said, I don't read labels. Yeah. So he was getting really hyped, and I hadn't even taken his blood pressure. So we went back in the living room. We sat down. I took his blood pressure. It almost made me have a stroke. I said, "Let's just calm down." And I said, let's just go through he said, "Well, my blood pressure is always high." Anyway, he's on 4 blood pressure medicines. His blood pressure, his systolic usually runs around 150. I said, "Well, okay, I'm not even going to deal with that." So I told him, I asked him 2 questions. One question I asked him was, "What did your doctor say to you when you were diagnosed with diabetes 18 years ago?" He said, "What do you mean?" I said, "Did he send you to somebody to teach you how to eat, a nutritionist or a dietitian, or did he just give you a prescription?" He said, "He just gave me a prescription." I said, "Okay, let me ask you another question. Do you want to manage your diabetes for the rest of your life by your food intake or pharmaceuticals?" I said, "Because the pharmaceuticals are damaging your liver."
Yep.
He said, "How come nobody's ever told me that?" I said, "You never met me before, so
Wow.
I don't know what to tell you." I said, "But in your doctor's defense, he doesn't know." I said, "He just lacks the knowledge." I said, "We're not taught nutrition in medical school." So he was going based on all he knew, which was the traditional American Diabetic Society pyramid of food. And I told him, "That'll kill you." So I said, "You need to educate yourself." I said, "I have a saying, you know better, you do better."
That's right. That's right. That's right. Well, Clorinda, I can only say everybody come off of mute and give her a shout.
That's exactly right.
Clorinda, you are
Right.
Good job.
Good job.
Well done.
Hey, Clorinda, I'm gonna tell you, you are right. You're almost about to start a fight. You go in somebody's kitchen and start pulling their stuff out.
Yeah.
You're like, "Hey."
Yep.
So here's the thing, though. I love your approach that you did, and everyone listen to this because this is excellent. When you have an approach, you walk with a kinder, gentler. I call it a kinder, gentler version because we've been all beat over the head. And sometimes I'll look at people in the holistic field that are in my profession that do what I do, and they're yelling and telling, "Why are you eating this?" And they get to the point where, if you don't know, you don't know. There's nothing, ignorance is like, somebody used to say, ignorance is like a cold. Sometimes you can't help it.
That's right.
And what happens is people don't know. They just honestly are asking a question and they need help. I love the way you approach your probing when you're asking them questions because it gets them to start to generate thought that maybe I should be looking at it. My doctor's never talked about this. Maybe I should start to, look at outside the box, because really you're asking people to start to look outside the box. It's the first level of people saying, maybe he doesn't know what he's talking about. So that is a wake-up call for a lot of people. So I love your approach. Thank you so much for sharing that testimony. I think that's going to go a long way with a lot of people. And you keep being the ambassador of health you are.
I know that's
Dr.
right.
Clorinda over there, y'all. Give her a hand one more
That's
time.
what's up.
Y'all.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
One more time.
Congratulations.
God bless her.
I'll see you in December.
Excuse me.
And I'll see you in December, Dr. Paul.
Okay.
Excuse me, Doc.
I got you.
Is that Farouk?
Good teacher. She learning.
Yes, absolutely. You
I have a
learn it.
question.
Yes.
Yeah, Farouk, go ahead.
The question I have is can she leave her information on this joint? Like
What are you
I'm
asking?
sorry, I didn't hear your question, Farouk.
I was saying, can she leave her information on it? Like, because it sounds like she's a professional.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah, she
Absolutely.
is.
Absolutely.
I'll put
Dr.
it in the
Corinna,
chat.
Correndo,
Mhm.
she's gonna put it
Chat.
in the chat, Farouk.
And can somebody
Yeah, and
can
put
somebody
somebody read that out so he can hear it, because he's visually impaired. So can
Impaired,
you
right.
put that in there so that you can mention it, Corinda, for
Okay,
him?
yeah, Corendo, when you
if you
put it
don't
in there,
mind.
I'll read it out for him.
Mm-hmm. All right, so we're going to definitely move forward, but definitely that was a great testimony.
Yeah, so wait a
and
minute, what's the number? Sorry.
She hadn't put it in yet.
Didn't put it in
Farouk.
yet. Yeah, we'll come back to it. Okay.
Okay.
All right. I want to start off with anyone else who has a testimony, a
I
comment.
have a
question.
testimony. I have
Okay.
one, Dr.
Okay.
Paul.
Okay,
I heard two
I hear
people
you, Penda,
speaking.
first.
Okay, Upenda?
Okay, so thank you, Bill. Thank you,
Sure.
Dr. Paul. My testimony is you both. That's what my testimony is about. Thanking God for you both. Because without you, I probably wouldn't be in as good a shape I am right now.
Well, amen.
With the information that you give us all and you feed us each and every Wednesday. And I thank you guys so much for letting God use you. And on top of all of that, teaching me and my husband how to eat. We use the PH Miracle book for food ideas and different things like that.
Right,
and
right.
I just want to say thank you for me not having a lot of the stuff that I hear people that have stuff. So I'm just grateful for being in good health. So that's all I wanted to say.
Upenda?
PH Miracle book is a great book.
It's a great book.
And it's stuff I never thought I would be eating, I'm eating, but that's okay.
Yes, absolutely. All right, everybody, let's come off of mute just for Upenda. Give her a
Yeah.
Say, hey,
Congratulations.
congratulations.
Yes, indeed.
Congratulations.
Yep.
I have a testimony. And Upenda,
All right, May, hold on.
I appreciate your kind words, but you know what? I always look at it as that we are on assignment on this side. We are just basically channels of information. Anybody ever say they trying to heal somebody, get away from them, because we don't heal nothing.
I know that's right.
The imbalance. We see the imbalance, feed the body, and the body corrects itself 11 times faster. The only thing that we're reminding you is what spiritually we all already know is the universal principles of life. So that's what pH is about. pH is about the universal principles that there's one. You ever see on that molecular chart, there's that H right at the top. You know the elements chart? It's got the H way up at the top. That's hydrogen. Hydrogen is the only element that has one plus ion, one negative ion. So that means it's balanced, the only one. That's a male principle and a female principle. And guess what? That means with the male, it's always going to be pushing. So it's always moving. That's why it's the greatest source of energy in the universe. So when you understand what the miracle of pH is, it's always about the hydrogen. Every cell in your body has 150 trillion cells, and every single one of them got a little car engine. So are you in this reign? Which way are you going? Are you building up with hydrogen, or are you tearing down? I gotta disagree with my grandma. I'm in trouble.
Look out now.
Cause she say, "How you doing, Grandma?" I'm doing fair to middling. But Grandma, you're not doing fair to middling. You either building up or you're tearing down. Grandma, I'm sorry, Grandma. But that's the truth of the matter. So what does it mean? When you master your pH, you master the balance of the body. So know that formula. That is the formula of life. Many people that are taking their pH are not taking it the correct way. But everyone here is. You got to do what? Saliva and urine. Make sure you do both. Got it?
That's right.
Double the saliva add to the urine, divide by 3. So God bless y'all on that one. I thank you so much, Upenda, and you stay on the field. All right.
You got that right. All right, Dr. Paul, before we go, Farouk, write this down if you can, sir. That's Dr. Clorinda Burton Shannon. Her phone number is 615-756-1780. You got that? Again, that's 615-756-1780. Dr. Clorinda Burton Shannon. All right, very good. Our next, I think it was May who had a testimony. May, you still there?
Yes, I'm here. Hello.
All right.
Hey, May, what's up, May?
I'm good. I have a testimony, and it's like this. About, I want to say a year or two ago, I gone to my doctor and have gestational diabetes from, having my kids way back. But anyway, getting back to what I'm trying to say. When I had the AC1 tested, it was at 11. I had started using CMOS and elderberry and all that during the time, just before the COVID started. However, each time I've gone back to the doctor, the numbers has changed, and it's gone from 11 to down to 7.3.
Wow.
Wow.
Good.
Awesome. Let's give her a hand. Stop right there.
That's what's up.
We get to stop right there.
Yeah, that's what's up.
Come on,
That's
baby,
what's
right
up.
there.
Wow.
You gotta stop right there.
Wow, that is amazing.
See what I'm happening? See what's happening?
Congratulations.
You don't do anything.
Thank
This
you. And
body is a
Dr.
perfect system created by a
Oh,
genius. Got it?
Yes.
So all we're doing is finding the imbalances, and you feed the body, and the body corrects itself. Got it? That's it. That's all you do. So, yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry, man.
And I had tests done on Friday, and everything came back good. Everything.
Awesome.
And my family and I, we use crystal water like, it's liquid gold over here. And nobody drinks anything else, at least at this house, that's for sure.
Right.
I'll be seeing you on December the 4th. I think if I'm thinking of the appointment schedule. I getting kind of old, Dr. Paul. Can't remember.
Don't start no stuff, child. You got to be as young as me before you start talking about old.
We got to earn for that too, man.
All right, that works too. I just wanted to share you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, man.
All right,
Congratulations again. Congratulations. What a great testimony. And yes, apply the principle. You're starting to now become the teacher. You're going to start to see your medical practitioners that are around you start to ask you questions. I say that's when the table turns. When the table turns, that means now they're going to be like, can you tell me what is it that you're taking over there, Big B? Your numbers keep coming down, and we just need to know. And you're going to be teaching them. So with that comes great responsibility. But with that, just understand, don't break the rules. Know where you are at all time, and don't break the rules. That means know your numbers. Got it? All right. Great stuff. All right.
I have a testimony.
All right, Yvette. That's Yvette.
What's up, Yvette?
How y'all doing?
We're doing wonderful.
This mutual with the other young lady said with regards to you guys are blessings. I thank God for how he uses you, Dr. Paul, to share the information. Last week I had to take a CPR class, a refresher class. So even though they had mats on the floor, my knees still started bothering me. So my meniscus on my right knee swelled up on me. It was bothering me for a couple days, and I started taking the calendula.
Calendula, right.
And I put the extract in there, and I put the sea buckthorn in there, and I was elevating my leg up and putting hot presses on it, and my leg feels brand new.
All right now.
Of using the calendula extract, and yes. So it feels brand new. I remember you shared about the calendula years ago when we were coming to class.
Yes. Well, and let's give her a hand. Let's stop her right there. We gotta stop you on mid-flight.
Yes.
No doubt about that.
Congratulations. Hallelujah.
No doubt about that.
Knew what to do.
Yeah,
Congrats,
she's
beautiful.
speaking about the calendula or the calendula. Some may call it calendula or calendula.
Right.
It's from the marigold tree. That's the marigold. So what the marigold is good for, remember, the doctrine of signature states that whatever it is exposed to the most is what it's also good for. So remember, the calendula is the marigold. It's sunshine, gets a lot of sunshine. So it's good for inflammation. How about that? Oh, wow. Isn't that something? Interesting how God works this thing. Can't see God, you ain't looking.
I know that's right.
Calendula is also, I want to add something to it. It's excellent for digestive disorders. So if you're trying to get your gut together, it's excellent as a tea to balance the inflammation in your gut. So GERD, things like irritable bowel issues, Crohn's, things like diverticulitis, all those things. That's a nice little, we say not to diagnose, treat, cure, prevent disease, just food for the soul. All right? All right.
I have a testimony.
Okay, is that you, Nicole? Yeah, you got a testimony. Go ahead with your bad self.
She sounded like she was singing, didn't she? I got a testimony.
Okay, I've heard several people, including myself, get on the line and they complain about the sinus, having problems with their sinus. Well, man acted up real bad last week. And what I did, I took my green drink and I put the MSM in it. And I'm serious, like within that night, my sinus congestion was clearing up. So I said, oh, I don't know how much I should take. And then I remember Dr. Paul said, when you start something new, always go a little bit under whatever the dosage say on the bottle. So I did that and it worked. Anybody else dealing with sinus, get that green drink and put some MSM in it.
Yes.
It works
Okay.
for me.
Oh, wow. Let's come off.
That's great. That's great. See?
Excellent.
I tell you, man. You never know.
Hallelujah.
Right. Good job. Good job.
Yes.
Wonderful. Wonderful.
Yes.
Great job.
Yes. These testimonies are powerful because these are things that you can do that help you, like I said, midnight hour.
I know that's
what
right.
in the world can I do? This is something attacking my body. I need something right away. So you have to have these testimonies that you can hear. And each person that you're saying that you're taking it out of real context of real things that are happening. So instead of me telling you that there's a herb that's good for something, you see how people taking it out of real life situations and circumstances?
Yeah, man.
That's what makes you remember stuff. You remember by what? Association. Remember that. You remember by association. See, that's why I tell y'all so many of these stories, because I'll tell you something, but you won't remember it, but you'll remember that story.
I know that's right.
Remember those stories. They said, Doc, why you tell so many stories? That's why I tell the stories, because you'll remember the stories. And remember, this whole naturopathy thing is traditionally and cultural, and standing around this tree or sitting around this tree, this laurel tree, we are based in oral traditions. Wow. Oral traditions. That means we didn't do a whole lot of writing down. We told stories. We got
there you go, one to another.
Yep. So keep that in mind. All good stuff. I love it. All right.
I have a testimony.
Okay, who is the testimony?
That's Mark.
Prophetess, is that you?
Go ahead, let Mark go.
Okay, Mark.
Yes, I have a serious testimony, and it scared the mess out of me.
Oh, look out!
4 days ago. 4 days ago, I was in my household watching a basketball game, and after I got finished eating, for some odd reason, I put my hoodie on. It was kind of chilly in the house, so what I did, I turned the heat on just a little bit, laid back, went to sleep on the game, and all of a sudden, I'm busting out in sweats. And then when I realized when I opened up my eyes, I couldn't see nothing. Everything was dark. And I'm like, what the heck is going on up in here? And I'm like, and I rub my eyes and I'm looking. I'm like, oh my God, I can't see. So I'm grabbing on things and I grabbed onto this TV table and then I try to get up from that. Then it fell and made all this noise. I'm like, oh my God. I said, what am I going to do now? So I said, Mark, don't get scared. You're in your house. You're not outside. So I was cool. So I had to start feeling myself around my house and I felt the light switch and I clicked the light switch off and on. And I'm like, how come I don't see no light? What am I going to do here? Then I'm like, well, what about my phone? I couldn't even find my phone. I couldn't find anything. Then all of a sudden I had to go to the bathroom real bad. And I'm looking around here trying to find my crutch and this, that, and the third. And I couldn't find nothing. So I said, uh-oh, I'm in trouble. So I found the TV and I worked my way around my TV to my bicycle and to the side of the arch of the window. I'm in the windowsill, and then I felt the dining room, the dining room table. Then I felt the kitchen, and I laid on cross of it because I was still busting out in sweats, and I was about to pass out. And I tell myself, if I pass out and fall, who's gonna help me? I can't call nobody. I can't do a daggone thing. So I'm sitting up there and I finally got myself together and I was able to go back and turn the heat down so the temperature can go down so my body can calm myself down. And by that time I did things on the floor and I finally got myself back in the same bed where I was, the chair that I was in. And I'm like, what the heck am I going to do? I can't see. So somehow I was able to manage getting to my chair and go upstairs and lay down. And then about 10 o'clock, the phone rang, and I didn't know who it was. And I'm studying pushing it, and it was my care worker. He said, what's wrong? I said, man, I can't see. It's been like this here for 4 hours. I need help. He said, I'm on my way. I'll be right there. I said, when you get a chance, mop the floor and all that old good stuff. So make a story short, I had to call Eye Institute. And then Eye Institute told me to go immediately over there to Wills Eye Hospital. And I had to go to emergency. I had to take an emergency MRI and all that old good stuff. My eyesight was literally gone. So I guess by using steroids, it brought it back to 85%. And thank God ain't nothing really seriously happened to me that day. And it was a mess. I was totally scared. And I called Dr. Paul and all that old good stuff, but I'm here. I survived.
Well,
All
amen
right,
for
let's
that.
give a hand,
Amen for
y'all.
that.
Let's give
Yes,
a
sir,
hand.
buddy.
Mark,
Praise the Lord, you still
you
here.
know, I'm
Glad
glad
you-
everything worked out for you, Mark.
Congratulations.
Yes,
Now,
indeed. Way to go.
Congratulations, Mark.
Mark, if I may, Mark, I want to elaborate just a little bit on this. Remember, he said one key thing. He said that he turned the heat up.
Yes.
Okay. Remember
Yes.
last week I talked about how this is the time of year. I don't know what I forget which show I did that on. Was it my show or was it the Green Hour? Or we talked about
That was your show on Saturday.
it was Saturday. We talked
Yep.
about the heaters. We talked about the heaters and how they dry you out. Remember the dry of the heat will dry out the system. So when Mark woke up, he literally couldn't see. A lot of that has to do with dehydration. Remember, dehydration is what principle? Male or female?
Male.
Male principle.
Male principle, right? Tear down, destruction,
Yes.
and pulls moisture out of your body. So if you had that blowing on you, too much of that heat can dehydrate you, and it dehydrates your eyes. So it caused issues with his eyes. So what does that mean? You got to watch these heaters. Watch the heaters. Get you an ionizer. We talked about what? Humidifiers.
Yes, sir.
And dehumidifiers. You have to find out what works for your home. And sometimes, you know, you may have, and I think you brought this up, Big B, how you got to have a humidifier in one room and maybe a dehumidifier
In another
in
room.
another room.
Yes, sir.
It's based on how your home is structured, because some people get more sunlight on one side. So what's going to happen on that side? That's going to pull all the moisture
All
out.
the moisture out of there.
Got it? And then some people
That's
may have a
warm.
leak. You may have a leak in your basement. And if you have a leak in your basement, you have more humidity. So what do you have? You need a dehumidifier there. Got it? So a lot of this plays a toll on the body. So it's something that you have to keep aware of and just stay on top of it the best you
Believe
can.
me.
So, Mark, I'm glad everything worked out for you, buddy. And, keep up the good work, all right? And I did see your last walking video, and you're looking better every day, buddy.
Yes.
So, and one more time, let's give Mark a hand, y'all.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Let's give him a hand.
All right, where you go,
Yes,
Mark?
sir.
Keep it going, man.
Appreciate the love. Appreciate the love.
Yeah, buddy.
All right.
All right. All right.
What else we have here?
Any more testimonies?
Any more testimonies before we move forward?
That's it.
Anyone?
Real quickly, Dr. Paul.
Yeah,
Yes,
go ahead.
Monday I went for a procedure, and when the doctor came in to talk to me before we started, she says, "Oh my God, your teeth are so pretty. They're so white and bright. What kind of toothpaste are you using?" I said, "Well, I do oil pulling and I use Neem." She was like, "Oh, wow, they're gorgeous." So she walks away to the patient next door. And then she comes, she said, "Are you using coconut oil?" I said, "Well, I'm using unrefined sesame oil." "Oh, okay." So she said, "I know that Neem, that's good." She walked away and went to the patient next door. And then I heard the patient, "Well, what is oil pulling?" And then she came back to ask me. She knew something about it, but she really wasn't sure. I had to tell her what oil pulling was. And then she went next door to the patient to tell her
See.
was and how it was good for you. She said she didn't know a lot, but she did know that oil pulling was good for you.
Why didn't they just send you in the other room and talk to the girl?
I know. Look, we was all hooked up. We was all ready for our procedure, so I couldn't just get up and go. But
Just go in there and say, "Look, girl."
When you said we're going to be telling people, we're going to be teaching the doctors, I said, "Well, let me just share that," because it was the doctor
Yep.
to make comment.
That's exactly
awesome.
right.
That is an awesome testimony. Let's throw the hands up. Let's come off the mute.
Yes, indeed. Always, Prophet. Indeed. That's what's up. That's what's up.
Congrats.
You gotta keep talking.
I just mentioned that.
All
right,
fingers.
Yeah, fingers.
Hey, Cynthia.
I just mentioned this to you, that you're teaching them. You got it? People are going to come to you and start asking you questions about where you get this from, how you know about this, what you do it, how you do it, how many times you do it. See what's happening? It's magnetic. Because it's magnetic, it's life-giving. What's magnetism, by the way? Is that male or female?
Female.
Is that male or female?
Are you sure?
You sure?
I want to say female.
Female. The male tears
Because
down.
male tears down, female
builds up.
But magnetism is something positive.
Exactly. It's positive.
I mean, it's helpful.
Okay, so we have it. Do we have an anonymous?
We have a dilemma.
We have a dilemma.
It pulls you in. So
female.
So I want to go into some stuff today, male and female, but magnetism is female.
Thank you.
Yes, it is. Magnetism is female. So what would be the opposite of magnetism then? And that would be the male principle, because you remember
D-Mag.
No, not quite.
D-Mag.
Not quite. Almost. What would be the opposite of magnetism?
Separation.
Repel.
Repelling.
Rejection. Repelling.
You got the right thing, but remember, what's the principle for male is what?
Tear down.
Tear down, destruction, but also go, right? Go, right? Move. Right? It moves. That's why it tears down fast, because it's moving fast, right? So the opposite of magnetism wouldn't be anything other than electricity. Got it? So you got electricity and you have magnetism. Didn't know that one, huh?
Sure
yes,
did not.
The opposite of magnetism is electricity. Remember, electricity go. You better respect electricity.
You never thought about that.
Electrician will tell you that. They
say, lightning bolt.
They said, just respect it.
Well, don't you know?
Electrician used to tell me, he said, you better respect it.
I know, right? Because it'll take your lights out.
It'll take your lights out. That's right. Okay, I'm going to go through a whole list of some other stuff that'll bring you into focus and understand this principle a little bit more. But this is all that surrounds us. So I'm going to go into that a little bit more today. I think that's a great topic to talk about. All right. Anyone else have a testimony before we move forward? Anyone else? I think that was a great step.
I
Summer.
do, Dr. Paul.
Go ahead,
Okay,
Summer.
Summer.
So real quick, I know you hate to say when someone says real quick, but
Yeah.
my husband, you know, from the beginning of the journey that I went on when I first met you, trying to get my husband on track to do the things that he needs to do, just changing the water. It's been a slow process with him. He's changed his water. I remember you told me to get him to stop using Splenda, which he has. The last couple of times I told you about the testimony where he had to have a stent placed, he went back and they did the echo, and now his ejection fraction is 50 to 55%. Even the doctor was like amazed. They couldn't believe it. So he's been doing subtle things. And for the hardest thing, I could not get him to drink the green drink. So for the past week or two, I've been making him a shake. I put fruit and stuff in it. He doesn't know what I put in it, but I make it every morning and I leave it for him. And he doesn't know that I put all that stuff in there. And he's been drinking and saying, "Oh, this is really good."
You spiking it. You spiking his green.
It's got green drink in there. It's got Bacopa in there. It's got sea moss in there, and oh God, what is it? The Mrs. something. Oh, I can't think of it. You know what I can't
know what
remember,
you mean.
but
Yep.
you know what I'm trying to say. And he drinks it every day now. So he doesn't even know that it's working for him, but it's a testimony because it has taken me a year to get him, almost a year come February, to get him to even consider drinking this shake.
Wow.
He's gonna be healthy in spite of himself.
Wow.
In spite of himself.
Let's give Summer a hand for spiking her husband's
Yes, Lord have mercy.
Summer, you get an award. You get an award today. Let's give her a hand, yo. Everybody,
Yes.
everybody needs to come on mute. Come on mute on that.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, Deceiver.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Great job.
Congratulations.
Yes, yes.
Yes,
Right.
thank you.
Now, Summer, don't totally encourage spiking other people's stuff, but I will say this is your husband.
Why
you know
not?
what's going on. You said, why not?
Yeah. He don't even realize it, but he's getting everything that I've been trying to get him to drink all along. He's eating it, drinking it, don't even realize he's drinking it.
Wow.
Oh,
Good for him.
that's all right. That's all right.
He just don't know how.
Just keep him going. He won't know
Let me tell
the
you, when you start seeing those numbers, he's going to really start to appreciate you even more.
Yeah,
So that's why
that.
it literally takes on a spiritual life force itself, because when you start to feel good, you start to realize how bad I used to feel and how I was coping with things. That's what I tell people all the time. When you start taking the green drink, you start saying, you know what? My knee used to hurt. I don't have it no more. My back used to hurt. My shoulder used to hurt. I could never get all the way through my sleep at night. Small things start to change. I remember Dad told me one time, the trainer, he says, man, I keep hearing you talking about it. He said, I started doing the green drink. He says, man, I started doing it right after dinner. He said, I started getting incredible sleep. I've never had that sleep like that. So everybody, it tweaks and sort of puts you back in balance the way you need to be in balance. That's what makes it so incredible that you hear these stories and you say, wow, you can see things progressing. So congratulations to you. Keep up the good work. All right. Excellent, excellent, excellent. All right. Can we go to the either chat or to the top? Is anyone else? Last thing, one more. Anyone else have one more testimony? We don't want to leave anyone out.
We had a whole hour of testimonies.
Yeah, that was good. That was good, y'all. That was really good. All right. Okay. So
I'll give
my
testimony next time.
Okay.
All right.
Well, we have
And
time.
Dr. Paul, and a lot of the questions that were in the chat were covered actually during the testimony time. So.
Wow. Wow, they were? Okay.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Okay. So you want to start off with anything? To start off with anyone if you have.
Well, we
I
got
have-
go ahead. I'm sorry.
I have a question from YouTube.
Uh-huh.
Oh goodness gracious. I had
Is
it
that
here.
because is
not
that the tofu?
No, I don't think it was the
Someone asked about. Let me just answer this question while you look for that
answer
one.
to the tofu question.
Mm-hmm.
Someone is asking, can you share the trainer's information? But that's not the question I'm looking for. I did get kicked out for a minute. Oh, Flora said, oh, it was the tofu. I'm sorry.
Okay,
And
it
then
was tofu.
Not only asked about the tofu, and is there no bread or margarine safe to eat? That was the rest of
Yeah, that was it. Yes, yes. Uh-huh.
No margarine is safe to eat. That's correct. That is very correct. Margarine is, remember, margarine is one molecule away from plastic. There's 27 same ingredients as paint. Got it? Leave it alone. It was a failed experiment by people who wanted to make money during this time of year, which is Thanksgiving, because they wanted to butter them turkeys up. They said, you know what? We can make a whole lot of money if we can rival this butter. So they said, we're going to rival this butter with this new thing we put together called margarine. But then it became a total flop. It was, nobody wanted it. It was hard to handle. Matter of fact, anything alive, nothing alive went near it. Not even flies, Big B. Flies wouldn't even go in it. Flies were like, that's all right. Y'all can have that one. So what did they do? They said, well, let's get rid of this. It's no good. And let's throw it away. No, they'll never buy this. Oh, well, maybe they will buy it. Why don't we just pull it out there and throw it out there anyway? Man, they're not going to remember. They're not going to want this. They're not going to believe it's any butter. Hey, maybe that's a good name. I can't believe it's butter.
That's right.
That's where the name came from. And they put it out and people still buy it. And it clogs up your arteries and veins, gunks up your liver, absolutely will put you on a statin if you're not. So it's like it seizes up your liver like a car that's never had an oil change. Seizes the engine. High density, low density. You can't have low density bad cholesterol if it's still the body makes it. It's not not bad. It's out of balance. Why is it out of balance? Because you're taking this gunk and it's gunking up your liver. You got me? So keep it, word of advice, stay away from margarine. Margarine, just like canola oil, all that stuff. Bad.
Then they put you on a statin on top of that, and then it gunks up your liver even more.
Exactly. It's a double. Now you got a double problem. It's crazy. What's the other part of that question? I missed that.
That was it.
That was it. That was it.
It was the tofu and margarine and what bread, if there was any bread that was good.
Right.
Well, there's bread. Just make sure the bread.
Ezekiel bread and Dave's Killer bread. The one
I gave him both of those.
Right.
Yeah, yeah. And you know, just do the best you can. You know, because you can't get away from some of these. I told y'all, you're not going to get away from canola oil. It is the hidden industry.
It is in every bread. It's in Dave's as well.
It's everywhere. It's everywhere. So the thing that you have to understand is that you have to counter. We've gotten to the time now where you have to counter these things because you're not going to be able to find the perfect thing. You're not going to find it. And now people are saying, Doc, it's everywhere. I know it's everywhere. That's the whole point of us staying vigilant. So you have to now start to counter. How do you counter? Green drinks. You start to do other things with your herbs, your teas, your tinctures, you know, the chewables, the herbs and things are going to counter what you cannot get away from. We are in the days, as the Bible says, in the last days. What did it say, Big B? Everything will be contaminated.
Yep.
And will be a defile or an abomination with the food and pestilence. So we can't look for the perfect thing. So stop trying. You have to, we are in a time of countering right now. You got to counter it. You got to do something else.
And let me say this here, Dr. Ball. If you don't, it'll drive you nuts. Ask me. Hey, look, guys, I went there. You all know what I went through with my heart thing, right? They had me on so many meds, and I'm still working myself off. And I'm going to tell you, you know what it does? After a while, it makes you get cuckoo in the head like something's wrong with you.
Yeah.
And I've done this and it's not working. So you got to go back, as you say, you go back to the basic principles. I got to get my water right. I got to do this. And guess what? It's slow. You got to count it slowly but surely. It's coming in because they were pumping stuff for me when I was knocked out. Okay. Yep. So now I'm in the process of getting it out of me.
Yeah, that's right. And you notice I use the term counter.
Yes.
Like counter punch. So you get punched, you punch back. Got it? That's what you're doing. You're countering the situation. So do the best you can, but don't get too over the top with it. Just understand I'm doing something else. Got it? All right. Good stuff, y'all. Good stuff. Thank you so much. I just wanted to respond on that tofu for those who did not see the question. It's on, I think it was, who actually gave that? Was that Kim that gave that question on the tofu? Prophetess?
Oh, that's
who gave that question on the tofu? Was that
it's on YouTube?
No, Flora.
It was on YouTube. Floretta.
Yes.
Right, she was asking. Her question was. She said, "Thank God there's no dumb questions." So here it goes. Dr. Paul, what's your thoughts on tofu? And is there no bread or margarine safe? So we already talked about the bread and the margarine. Tofu, remember tofu, of course, it falls on the acidic side. So just understand with it, you have to treat tofu very much like a meat. So remember, we say on the pH balance, you do what? For every 4 alkaline, you can have 1 acid. Remember, acid, alkaline. If you're going to balance it out, for every 4 alkaline, you can have 1. So you can do a mixed vegetables. That's why when people prepare tofu, they'll do mixed vegetables, and then they'll say 4 mixed vegetables, maybe rice, and 3 mixed vegetables, and then you'll add something like a tofu. You can go with that combination over 1,000 different things. So that's why you got to watch it. And just make sure the tofu is non-GMO.
Yes,
that's all concerned. Make sure it's non-GMO. Got it? If you have a question about what your brands are, go to nongmoproject.org. That's the website. nongmoproject.org. That's the one that has about 60,000 products that are non-GMO, that are verifiably tested. Only for
there's an app for that too, guys, just so you know.
Yep, there's an app. Well, you know what, Big B, I don't think they got the app for Apple anymore. They took it off.
Okay.
Yeah, I got mad on that one because they took it off. They don't have it anymore for the app.
Okay.
But keep that in mind, okay?
What is it? What's the website? Non-GMO what?
Project. .org. Yep. Yeah. And that's the website you can go to. The same guy that developed that website is the same guy that did Alliance. No, this is the one. He said Institute for Responsible Technology.
Yes. IRT.
Institute for Responsible Technology.
That's I guess saw him in an email.
If you're someone that's sitting back saying, why are they doing all this stuff? Well, that's a perfect site to start with, and they will help you with the processes of understanding what GMOs are and why they're doing this. And it goes into detail with it, okay? So basically, you can utilize that as a resource. 101 when you're learning about GMOs. Okay. All right. All right. Make sure somebody's muting. Make sure you.
Beverly, there you go. She got.
I got it. Okay. Next, who do we have up there?
Yvette, you there? She's right next to Nitha. Yvette, you there? There you go.
Yes.
Come on.
Hi, Dr. Paul. Hi, Big Bill.
Hey.
Hey, Yvette.
How are you?
Good.
I have a three-part question. One, I have a nonstop cough. I've had it for the past few days. And
okay, go ahead.
Go ahead.
It's to the point where I was presenting to my students and I just had a coughing attack and I had to get up and leave the classroom because I just started coughing and couldn't stop coughing. And I'm not sure what to do with that. I noticed when I was talking to my friend on the phone, I felt a little better. So I don't know if stress is mixed in with that too.
Mm-hmm.
But I still have the cough. And also, that's my first question. And what's the best humidifier brands? The second question is, did you mention that Sambucus elderberry helps diabetes?
Mm-hmm.
And
Yes, it does.
okay.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
also, how can a woman build her vaginal walls naturally?
Okay, so looking at the cough, okay, we're gonna knock two birds out with one stone. Sambucus, that would do good for the cough and also for diabetes and also for the vocal cords and for also anything that could be going on digestive, which can be viruses. See, anytime you have a cough like that, yes, it can be triggered by stress. One of the things that we have to realize is that, and I learned this from my voice teacher. I have a voice teacher, and her name was Gail Tomas. She was a black opera singer. She was bad too. She was bad too. And she used to tell me, she says, when you speak, especially if you're in a classroom setting, is that what you do, Yvette? Are you in a classroom setting?
Yes.
Okay. So be very mindful of your voice box and where you are projecting from.
Yes.
See,
yes.
everybody, I did talk about this one time, I believe. I don't know if it was this short, but if you take your finger, everybody take your finger. Everybody hold your finger up like that. That's watching. See your finger up? Hold your finger up. Marcy, I see you. All right. Take your finger and put it underneath right where your voice box is, right where your Adam's apple is. Right above the Adam's apple. See where it is right there?
Mm-hmm.
I want you to take your finger, put it right under there. Right under there, if you can reach it. You feel it? Feel the lump right there, right on top of the lump. That is your voice box. I want everybody to do like this. Go, Everybody do like this. Like that. Don't you feel it vibrating right there?
And push your finger out the way.
You feel that? You feel that? Did y'all feel it?
Yep.
That is your voice box. That's where you naturally project from. But when we get excited, we get upset, we get angry, we start to move from the voice box into the throat. And that's when you go hoarse. That's why this method that she taught was called the Emmanuel Garcia technique, where you take your voice box, whatever you feel off your box, and this is something that could be just contributing to the event. Not saying that the cough, still there's some things that may be bacterial, but this will help you to save your voice. Got it? So you would just go, whenever you feel like off your box. I don't care how loud you get, you can never lose your voice. Did y'all hear what I just said?
Yeah.
Never. Marcy, you heard that, Marcy. You singing down there.
Did you hear that, Mike Williams? Mike Williams, they want to know if someone can spell it out.
We call it weightlifting for the vocal cords. That's what we call it. People used to come from all the major labels. She taught everybody. She taught everybody in major labels, came right here to Philly, right down off of Lincoln Drive, just to learn this technique. And with this technique, if you utilize this, you can never lose your voice.
So is that an exercise you're talking about, Dr. Paul? Is it something you're taking?
Well, this is actually just to bring the focus back to the voice box, because if you're now screaming, you go, you went into your voice, you went to your throat, you went into your throat, you're going to lose your voice. That's why when somebody says, I was at this thing, I was preaching, or I was doing my thing, and I lost my voice, that means you were yelling in your throat. That's what you were doing. So if you want to now make sure you never lose your voice, you stay on the voice box. Got it? So how do you come back to the voice box? You go like this, simply as That's it. That's it. And you will never lose your voice, because you know what? Last point. Naturally, when we're speaking right now, you ever wonder why you never lose your voice speaking like this? That's because you're always projecting on the voice box. Got it? So keep that in mind. So Yvette, I would utilize that method when you're in the classroom setting, because I know you probably you may raise your voice higher or lower at different times. But Sambucus is one that's good. Also, not to diagnose, treat, cure, prevent any disease, just food for the soul. You want to grab something like an old Indian wild cherry bark syrup that I talk about a lot. You want to also use things like horehound. These are specifically for the vocal cords. Now, I'm going to give you, this is my ACE card now. I don't usually give out the ACE cards like this all the time, but I'm going to give you the ACE card. This is a singer's sort of backpack thing that we keep
Oh
in
yeah, buddy.
make sure if you ever get in a situation where it gets tight, you really got to get the voice together. You take stinging nettle, that's an herb, and alfalfa together as a tea. You'll bring that voice back in a matter of time. Very, very short time. You'll get that coughing. It'll stop the coughing. It's bronchial. It'll pull the mucus off of the lungs. It also regenerates. It's blood cleansing at the same time. But something about the stinging nettle really deals with the larynx, that it actually helps to bring down inflammation in the larynx.
That was stinging nettle and what else now?
Stinging nettle and alfalfa.
Alfalfa, okay.
You can get the alfalfa leaves. You can get the alfalfa root. If you take those two in a hot tea, but you got to take it as a hot tea. And when it goes down, take it as hot as you can take it without burning your throat. Got it? You got to take it really hot, because part of the correction of what it does to stop the cough is that it's thermal. Thermal means heat. Heat opens up pores. Heat's a what percent principle again? Is that male or female? Which one? I keep forgetting which one.
Female.
Is that female? Is that female principle?
Male.
Female.
Y'all still ain't got that one together. Heat or thermal is male. Remember?
Yes.
Male. Male gets in there and moves stuff around. That's why when you want to melt gold, right? When you melt down, or you melt down gold, what do you use? You use what? Fire. That's male principle. Got it? I got to get in there and make something happen. That's male principle. All right. So Yvette, hopefully that helps you a little bit there. Okay.
Yeah. How do I make a tea out of that? I have to get herbs.
You can get the raw tea. Like I said, you can get the cough you can get the cough versions of the old Indian wild cherry bark or the sambucus in the syrup form. You can go to any herbal store and get that, or you can get it online. And the stinging nettle and the alfalfa, you would get it in its raw state, or the raw herb, like places like Wayne Avenue Health Food Center, that's down on Wayne Avenue in Germantown, or anyone that has herbs that are loose herbs. Got it? Get those two, steep it, take about a teaspoon of each one, put it in there, steep it for about 5 minutes, 5 to 7 minutes. Usually that's from hot water. Drink it down as hot as you can take it.
What do you think about a glass of water half filled and blowing in the water with a straw? I saw this on TV where one of the ear, nose, and throat doctors said that could help with the vocal cords.
What did you say again? You talking about like a neti pot?
A half filled glass of water, and you take a straw and you blow in that straw. You put the straw in the water and you blow in the straw, and then as you blow, you see the bubbles come up. That's supposed to help build the strength in your vocal cords as well.
Mm.
We told an opera singer who said it worked.
I can understand what they're trying, but here's the way it is. When you have your vocal cords, it looks like this, right? It looks like this. And that's why they always explain that the larynx looks like a woman's vagina, right? And the lining on the side is what builds. So when you strengthen, there's layers that are in there. You build the layers. See, that's you can build your voice by building layers. So that only happens by repetition. And that's what we call vocalizing. That's what really gives the real strength. So I can imagine that could help. But the real way you build the vocal cords and the strength of the voice is by building what we call vocalizing. That means scale. See, I'm going up the scale. We go up the scales, all the way up the scale, and we start by humming first. We hum first. You got it?
Okay.
Me, me, mama, and we go through all these different scales and things like that. That's the only way we say vocalize.
Okay.
So if it works, keep it moving.
I know that's right. All right, Vet.
And the third point about building the vaginal walls naturally.
Okay, those can be done by there's a traditional method of herbs that are used with douching, and that is used by specific herbs. I can just give you those herbs specifically. Number one, you got to clean the liver, because what is the issues with things like endometriosis and things like that is the miscommunication, which happens usually in the liver, which sends signals to say either make or thicken the walls, and they're wondering, what's going on, but really it's an autoimmune issue that's from the liver. You got to clean the blood. Got it? So what we say is you start to do the liver, cleanse the liver. So herbs for women to strengthen the walls of the uterus would start with things like angelica root. To diagnose, treat, cure, prevent any disease, just food for the soul. Angelica root, or it goes by another name of Don Quay. Don Quay. Also, you have what's called black cohosh. Black cohosh. Got it? Any of the thistles, that's milk thistle, blessed thistle, all those thistles, any of the thistle family is for that. Got it? And then the last one I would say would be Pau d'Arco.
Okay.
Pau d'Arco. And it's PAUD''ARCO. That's the bark from a Brazilian tree. So all of this stuff this doesn't mean go out and take all of them. This is just your toolbox, right? Only one is what you need. Select one and work with that one. Now, you can do combinations with those put together, and you can use it. Traditionally, that's what women used to douche with. If there was issues with fibroid cysts, tumors, things like that, lesions, anything that was going on, that's what they would do. They would do internal, right, with the herbs, take it as a tea, and then they would douche with it at the same time. If for more information with that, I would contact Dr. Ethel Wilson on that. Okay, because we deal with a lot of situations with women having issues in those areas where building the walls, you're dealing with, and before, pre and post issues with hysterectomy, things like anything that deals with fibroid cysts or tumors. So I would give her information out and say, contact her directly, and she can walk you through the process, okay, of what we do. All right, let me give you her number. Okay, Dr. Ethel Wilson.
Yeah, it's in the chat, Dr. Paul.
Okay, yeah, but I got a member. We always got to make sure we give out the number for those on the phone. Okay.
I didn't hear.
Yeah, her number for phone, for those that are listening by phone, 610-585-0493. That's Dr. Ethel, last name Wilson. Okay.
Thank you.
And
so much.
What was the last four?
What was that?
What was the last four?
0493. 0493.
Thank you,
okay?
Dr. Paul.
Okay,
Thank
best
you so
wishes
much.
for you. I wish the best for you. But remember, the simplest, and make sure you're hydrated, because when you take these herbs, the one issue that a lot of women are having with those heat flat, the flashes that you're having has a lot to do with dehydration. You got it? So when you take in like a Pau d'Arco, any of these herbs, these thistles, these black cohoshes and things like this, or the Don Quay, or the angelica root, they're based in lore, so you got to drink a lot of water. You remember what the angelica root was? Did I ever tell y'all the story about the angelica root?
Huh?
I did. I told this story before. I told that before. I think I told that one before. So the angelica root was during the time of the Black Plague, when people were going through stuff.
Yes.
God said, I need to send down to the angels a herb to fight the Black Death or the Black Plague, and that was Angelica root. So that's where it gets its lore with calling Angelica.
Okay, all right.
That was it.
Never heard that.
Yeah.
See, that's why I said.
Thank you, Robin.
Probably
Never
that's why I
heard
said.
that one. Never heard that one.
Oh man! All right.
Thank
That's
you,
it.
Robin.
That's very good. All right, then Nita is up next.
Grand Risings, everyone. How are
Grand
you?
Risings. Yes.
I have a statement, then I have a question.
Sure.
Last week I was in my training preparing for my recertification for my wound specialist. And the instructor, we were talking about the skin and the pH of the skin. Because I was just talking, I was thinking about pH of the body, but I just want to ask Dr. Paul about this. Because the pH of the skin is supposed to be acidic.
Well, you'll find it in a lot of times it can be, because remember, the skin is the largest organ in the body, so it's always flushing. So you may tend to see it be on the lines of acid. That is correct. That's why we got to continuously brush. We got to keep it clean. Yeah, I would say yes to that. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Because I know we use hand sanitizer, and especially when COVID came out, everybody was using it, and it made people wash their hands that didn't wash their hands. But one thing you have to, because by me being in my field, I'm using that hand sanitizer. I'm using stuff, but when I do get the opportunity, I wash that off. There's good bacteria on the skin that should be there to fight.
That's correct. That is correct.
And
That's correct.
when you're washing and using all that hand sanitizer with about 70% alcohol,
yes,
washing away the good bacteria.
Yes, yes it is.
And
yes it is.
you're losing the protection on the skin. So I wanted to somewhat, because there's a couple things that she would mention, and I said, I don't agree. But
you helped her out there. Yeah.
But I said, she don't know what I know, and I'm not going to open up this can of worms. I just
There you go. Just keep it moving. That's you.
I said, no, that's okay. And you know what?
See where I get it from, Dr. Paul?
Huh?
You see where I got approached from?
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I got a feeling who you were talking about with that other not so pleasant approach.
You know what? I have to give the testimony. I mean, for those that don't know, that's my sister.
Yeah.
And we have a family of ambassador of health, because all of us, our mission.
Yes. And tell who your brother is. Your brother is phenomenal also. Dr. Burton. Everybody knows
Dr. Fred Burton.
Patrick Burton, yeah.
That's my man.
Yeah,
yes.
Dr. Burton.
Now, Fred, he got a different approach.
You know what? Let me tell you what his approach is real quick, everyone. He said a patient, because we get around and sit around and tell stories. He said, I had a patient came in, said, Dr. Burton, I need to know why every time I move my arm, it hurts when I move it this way. So he said,
don't move it.
That way.
Yes.
I know that's right. That's my kind of man. Stop moving that way.
Don't move it.
I think about all of us, and I said, we all have, and even my son, my daughter, I'll have a testimony as soon as it happens. I have some great news out there, because I may need some of your help once we get this going. But I'll tell you about that later. But I wanted you to know, I was so surprised. I was in the supermarket, and I was getting some vegetables, and I was going to get some cucumbers. And I happened to look, seedless cucumbers. I said, what the?
Oh no.
Seedless cucumbers.
Oh,
I said, well, no. I said, I gotta make sure I bring that up on the Zoom.
It's gone totally left. They went totally left.
Our world has gone cuckoo.
Now here's the wild part. Here's the even wilder part. Okay, they're doing all this stuff to our food. And did you know that they have a seed bank that's up in the North Pole?
Yep, up in Alaska.
Yeah, they have a seed
owned
bank.
by Gates and all those
it's
folks.
Huge. huge. It's the size of like a 20-story building.
Yes.
All of nothing but organic
seeds,
heirloom seeds that they stored away. This is all up in there. All you got to do is Google this. You know, seed bank in Alaska or the North Pole. They're up there, way up there. They didn't put their stuff away. They just messing with our stuff. Ain't that amazing?
Well, someone told them something they didn't tell us.
Absolutely. or better yet, they have an understanding of this pH. You remember we talked about the life force. Only life begets life. Only life can give you life. So if you're eating something that's dead, how do you expect it to be giving you life? It can't function that way. You know, so yeah, it's strange. That goes in our strange column. We're gonna have to get a column just for strange stuff. You know, when we do the family tree. But yeah, they got a seed bank. All you got to do, if you go on Google right now, punch in, you know, seed bank
inside the Doomsday Vault.
Yep, it'll punch up. It'll blow your mind. You'll be like, y'all got some nerve. Messing our food up, and then y'all just gonna store y'all stuff away.
Man, I know that's the truth.
Oh, it's something else. Yep. So
well, that's all I have for you.
Okay, Nefa, thank you so much. I appreciate you. And definitely, Corinda put you out there.
Oh boy.
All
okay,
right.
guys, we got 4 in a row. We got Queen Bee, iPad May, and that's it.
Okay, got
Then we
you.
come back to the chat.
Okay,
Queen,
got you.
Cynthia Douglas, you there?
Cynthia.
Yes, I
All
am
right.
here.
All right.
I'm gonna switch it up a little bit. I just took my fur baby to the vet today and got diagnosed. He has oral cancer.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm a little distraught about that. But anyway, so Dr. Paul, you know, he can have surgery. He's 14 years old. I'm not trying to take him through all that chemo, all that stuff. So I kind of want to do herbs. So I just wanted to know, can I reach out to you to try to find out what herbs and things that I can do for him so that he can be comfortable in his latter years? Like I say, he's 14 years old. He's been with me for 10 years. So I kind of want to do, keep him comfortable and not have him have a extraordinary negative end of life type situation.
So he's 14 years old, right?
Yes.
What's the breed?
He's a poodle.
It's a poodle. Okay. Back legs still kind of a little wobbly. Back legs.
You know what? Now that you mentioned it, he is getting a little wobbly. He's starting to fall a little bit. He's trying to do little things.
Yeah, it's usually the back legs. Usually it's the back legs that go. When the back legs go, that's when it's really the time. But you really try to keep their kidneys strong, okay? Because that's really what's paining. It's paining the kidneys right on that back. So what you want to do, you want to massage the back a little bit, the back legs. That'll help.
Okay.
Now, if there's anything like the lesions, like are they big wound like lesions on the sides and things like that?
Well, he has it on. It's in his mouth. It's oral cancer. So
it's in his mouth. Okay,
it's
gotcha.
oral cancer. What I noticed was he had this growth in his top lungs, and I put my finger in there and I got all this blood out there. So I've been doing hot compresses and I've been putting turmeric in his food. And it seems like it is helping somewhat, but the vet's like, nah, that ain't gonna help. You need to cut it out. You cut all this, his mouth out, his jaw out and all that. So I don't want to take him through all that.
Yeah, you don't want to do all that stuff.
No,
all right.
So I kind of want to give him some herbs. Hopefully, I'm thinking herbs is going to cure it. That's my whole thing,
Right. So what you can do, of course, you can't, with dogs, you have to mask things for them. You got to mask it. So you got to mask like some aloe vera gel in his water. That's what I would do. Things like that. You got to mask it. So take the aloe vera gel and you would mask it in the water. And when they slip, then next thing you know, he's lapping it right into the area where it can reduce inflammation for that.
Right. And it's bleeding and all that.
Yep. It's bleeding and everything. Right. So he's having those areas. Now, you can also add a little bit of Himalayan salt to his water.
Oh.
Okay. That would be the other thing. See, all of this stuff is anti-inflammatory.
Right.
Okay. And also, you know, he doesn't have any wounds on his outside of his body anywhere, right? Because sometimes when they get older, they get these like ulcers on the outside of their legs and their sides and things like that, because their immune systems are getting very weak.
Yeah, he has those little pimple things, but that seems to be common for small dogs.
Right. So
and she wasn't concerned about that. She was just concerned about she called it, well, she said it was a tumor in his mouth. And yeah, so
yeah, I would do something like that. A little Himalayan salt and a little bit of aloe vera gel. Put it right in the water.
Combination of both in the water.
Yep. Stay away from. I would not give him hard bones. Okay.
Oh no! Stop that. I don't do that anymore.
Right. No hard bones. Right. So nothing hard or breaking or like. So what do you give him? Like, what is it? Hard food or soft?
I give him the pet, what do you call it? You know, the little granule foods, but I put hot water in it so it makes a gravy. He likes it like that.
Okay, so he's been primarily raised on the hard foods though, right? With the gravy.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I would do. Because it's little, you can't really switch them when they're hard. They either go hard or they go soft. So you can't mix them. So yes, that's what I would do. Something like that. Aloe vera, things like that. Those things help to soothe that. I mean, is he okay with you putting your fingers in his mouth, or is he really hypersensitive about that?
Well, lately, because I've been doing a hot compress, he's allowing me to do that. So I've been trying to clean it and trying to, clean his mouth and put the just trying to clean the ulcers and clean the blood.
Excellent.
And he's been doing pretty good with that.
Okay, good. So you can take it, and if you can apply it directly in that area, here's the two things that I would put on there. I would put a little bit on the compress, on the hot compress. I would take a little bit of golden seal, a little black walnut, and the aloe vera. Make make sure it's in that hot compress and put it right in that area.
Golden seal, black walnut, and what was the last thing?
Himalayan? And the aloe vera.
Aloe vera.
Yeah.
Oh, great. I will try that. Aloe vera gel, because I take that anyway for myself. So I have that.
Oh, great. Street kill preventing disease, just food for the soul, because Rover got to get it too.
Well,
his name is Noodles.
Noodles.
Rover, just Noodles.
Sorry. And thank you, family, for indulging, allowing me to indulge in this. I know this is a little off.
Oh, this is very important. We announced last week about how there is a recall on dog food. There's a recall now on salmonella in dog food. So, yep. So if you have a pet, you got to be careful of your pets also. They're not keeping it clean even for the pets. So be careful.
Yeah. Thank you, Dr. Paul. Thank you.
All right, no problem. Yes, I got a heart for the doggies. Matter of fact, if y'all listen real good. You hear my dog? He's snoring back there.
He's snoring like a big dog. I hear.
He right under me.
Boston Terrier. He can top that.
He sits He sits right under me.
Yes, sir, buddy. Yeah, man. All right, here we go, Dr. B, Queen B, and we're on.
All right,
Queen, you there? Go ahead.
Yes, I'm here.
All right.
Okay. Good evening, family. Good evening, Dr. Paul. And
good evening.
Bill.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm so proud of you, Bill. Your recovery is just amazing. I can't believe that you're doing what you're doing.
Yeah.
God is just great.
Yes, ma'am. I'm so very true about that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep going. I keep telling you, can't get rid of me.
There you go.
That's right.
So I have a question for my mom.
Yes.
She is on the call. She's listening in. She lives in the beautiful Twin Island Republic of Trinidad and Tobago. So she's in the islands.
Excellent.
She had a blood clot on her ankle. That's no longer there. That's gone. The doctor took care of that. In the same location, she got swelling off and on when she wears a particular sandal. Now, my question is, I just want to give you the background on that. She also has a very damp body. When she, at night, her body is damp. and sometimes during the day. And her underclothes and her outer clothes gets really damp and she has to keep changing. The doctor says that she has a low blood count. And he recommends, or her body is not producing red blood cells fast enough. So he recommended that she eats liver and red meat.
Oh no. Oh no.
So
no. Woo, no way.
That's basically the issue.
Yeah, don't do that. Okay, remember, I'm gonna go back to the Bible on y'all on this one. Remember, you're not supposed to eat the organs.
Well,
because the organs are the filtration system. That's the most toxic part of the animal.
Yes, buddy.
Got it? That's poison. So whatever is filtering the blood is going to be in that liver. You know, I know y'all got the gizzards. Y'all used to have the,
yeah, man. Ain't that the truth?
My grandfolks used to do that. They used to scramble it up with some eggs and all that. And I was like, y'all got that? I don't want none. I'm sorry. I don't want it.
Oh, is it? Ew.
But remember, the organs are the most toxic part of the body. Got it? Those are the toxic. So if this those gizzards, you got the kidneys, all those parts of the liver. You don't want to do that. If she's sweating, based on what you're saying, the swelling in the foot, we look at lymphatic system. As we get older, the lymphatic system slows down. Got it? So it means that the kidneys are getting a little weak, but also the heart is getting a little weak. So now it can't pump all the way up to push it out. So now you start to back up. Now, when the lymphatic system starts to back up, now it starts to look at certain times during the day or evening when you settle down to start pushing this out of you. So you start having breakout of sweats. You have these chronic sweat episodes where you're profusely sweating. That's what we got to say. I got to get the pseudomotor moving. Because if I don't move this blood out of you, I'm going to dump. If I don't move this toxin out of your lymphatic system, I'm going to dump it in your blood. That's an autoimmune issue now. Now we got dirty blood. Remember old folks back in the day, you scarred what? Tired blood. That means your body can't get rid of it, so I'm going to dump it in your blood. And then that comes in with a whole lot of other stuff you don't want. Multiple myeloma, lupus, fibromyalgia, sarcoidosis, all that stuff is blood poisoning. Got it? So what she would do, she's in Trinidad, right?
Yes.
So she has access to great, I would try to say connect with those herbal people in that region for detoxing. She needs a detox of the liver, it sounds like. I'm just taking in general, I'm not trying to diagnose, treat, kill, prevent disease. Just saying traditionally what you're telling me sounds like detox of the liver. Got it? And the kidneys. So things like dandelion root. I tend to get a lot of the seniors the dandelion root because the dandelion root does a multiple factor thing that works very well for seniors. It is not only a liver cleanse, it's a kidney cleanse, but it also does things for the skin. It pulls water off the legs. It pulls swelling off the ankles. It also improves circulation because it's high in copper. So it does so many beneficial things, and it also cleans the skin at the same time. It gets that lymphatic system moving. Got it? So something like dandelion root, but make sure she's drinking the best quality water, spring water, bottled at the source. And I cannot stress that any more important than it has to be a good spring water bottled at the source. I'm sure in Trinidad they got some incredible springs there.
Yes.
So make sure she gets the best quality spring water. You got it? And then it's half the body weight in ounces. So whatever her weight is, split it in half. And that's in ounces what she would take daily for her water. You got it? And that should get you going. That should get it going. She needs a good green drink. I also would say increasing the greens would be important. Get her a green drink. Send her one of the green drinks that we have.
I will.
But make sure it's land and sea. Land and sea. She's got some good I'm sure she's got some good sea moss down there. You know,
yes, I'll make sure she gets that.
Try to get the purple if you can. The purple will be even stronger. The purple sea moss. Yeah.
Okay.
But those are things just kind of looking based on generally what you're saying. She would looking in that area, but it sounds like got to clean that blood. Got it?
Yeah.
No liver. Right. No liver.
One last question I have. What is good for bacteria and parasites?
Well, you can do a detox. For bacteria, you can do things like, we say not to diagnose, treat, kill, prevent disease, just food for the soul. We have things like of course, the golden seal root. We have the uva ursi, URSI. We have the buchu, BUCHU, buchu. Also, we have the horsetail. Also, we have the poke root. Those are the ones that are in the family of antibacterial. Okay, that can give a lot of relief. To get that, that's bacterial. And now parasitic, I have a formula you can get called the Eliminator. You can order the Eliminator, and I have put together all of the parasite herbs in one formula. It's called the Eliminator. And in that, you're going to get things like the garlic bulb, you're going to get the cloves, you're going to get the black walnut, you're going to get the wormwood. All those are the ones that traditionally are used for parasites. And with that, move them so that they don't create larvae, which now sit and infest the system more. So grab my Eliminator. Go to my website, grab the Eliminator.
I'll get it.
All right.
Anything to help. Thank you so much, Dr. Paul.
Thank you so much.
Helping us tremendously. Thanks so much. God blessings to you.
God bless you.
Hey, guys, remember,
my regards to your mother, okay?
Right. In the chat, Prophet has put in the list of the kidney flush, the liver flush. It's a whole list there. So remember, if you want to get all this information, make sure you send and request the chat for tonight, okay?
All right.
All right, Dr. P, go ahead.
I really wanted to go into this male-female principle for just a little bit. I know we got about 10 minutes left, and I know we got a couple of folks left, but I wanted to remember the whole concept of this male-female principle. And I took some notes. I said, I got to go over this again, because if I don't go over it, people sort of miss it, and we don't realize the importance of what we do with this. So I wrote some stuff down. I want to really go over it. Remember, male-female principle, right? Male is what? Go. Female is what? Stop.
Yo, stop.
Come on, ladies. Y'all done gave enough brothers enough stop signs.
Well, cause you.
So we got to do male goes, female stops. Got it? So remember, we live in this thing called the DUAT system. Anybody know what a DUAT system is? The DUAT system is go and stop. It's two. Got it? It's either go or stop. And everything around us, I want you to start to pay attention from now to next week when we get together. I want you to look at and see if you can name as many things that you can look around you that are male and female. How about that? Wherever it is two, one's male, the other's female. And in order for it to work, it has to be in balance with male or female, right? So you go in the house, you click on the light, you turn off the light. Which one's male, which one's female? Remember, let me stop you before you're thinking. Let me think about that. Male is go. Male is also tear down, destruction, heat. Got it? Heat. Also,
electricity.
Logic. Critical. See about the male principles? It's dehydration. That's all male. Got it? That's tension. All of that's male principle. Also, on what side of the body is that on? On your body, is it the left side of your brain or the right side of your brain?
Left.
Male. Male is on
left. Left.
Yeah, I'm so glad this mic is on right here.
Right.
I'm so glad this mic is on. I'm so glad.
Male is on the right.
Male is on the right. So you're right. Touch your right side of your head. Touch the right side of your head. No, that's not the right side.
Some people say your other right.
Your other right. The left side is your male side. Your left side. That's your logical side right there. Touch it. Everybody touch your left side. That's your male side. That's the logical side. That's why when you can look at somebody, you can tell they lying. Ooh. Ooh.
Hallelujah.
You can tell somebody lying by the way in which their eyes are moving. Are they
Big
moving
Mike,
to the
Big
left?
Mike, Big Mike.
Or are they moving to the right? So if logic and creativity is on the left side, touch your right side. Everybody touch your right side of your brain. Come on, y'all. Come in. I want everybody to come. See, the way you remember this is by to be active, to be inclusive. All right. So touch your right side of your brain. The other right, Carol G. The other right, Carol G.
You said what?
That right. That's your creative side. That's your imagination. The woman. Yes, imagination. You know, productivity.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
Wonderful things on this right-hand side. The left side is wonderful also, but it's critical. It's points of like a hard drive. So if someone's looking like this and they're looking at you this way and they start looking to this side, y'all see me, right? I'm looking to this side. What am I doing? I'm recalling logical male principle. I'm recalling like I'm pulling off of a hard drive. Yep, that probably happened. That probably happened. They're recalling. But if I'm looking to this side, I'm being creative. Say, where was you last night, Dr. Paul? I was on this side. I'm probably not telling the truth. That's the right side. All right. Now, it does matter what the question is. So it doesn't mean every time they look to the right or that it's a lie. It just looks at that they're forming a creative idea or something to impress you. Or it can be a way of analyzing in a way. It's not exactly what happened. Sometimes they're formulating versus what happened. Y'all see what I'm following? You follow me, right? All right. So you got this male-female principle thing down. So remember I said male is go, female is stop, right? All right, y'all got that, right?
Yep.
All right, I'm going to give you some other things, and I want you to tell me, is it male principle or is it female? So alkaline we know is what? Alkaline.
Female.
Female. She's the giver, right? She's alkaline. That's life force. So whenever the alkaline spins, that's called an anion spin. Anion. That means the molecule of the cell moves to the right and slow. Got it? Moves slow to the right. When it's slow to the right, that means you clicking on all cylinders, nice and slow. Got it? That means alkaline, negative charge, alkaline, the life giver. That's why all your white and red blood cells flow in an alkaline state when you're healthy. Got it? Now, cation, C-A-T-I-O-N, is the opposite side. That's the one that moves on the other side. That moves hard and fast to the left. That means when it's spinning, it's tearing down. That's what bacteria, virus, fungus, sepsis, parasites, cancers, COVID, all that stuff lives in that environment. Got it? Y'all follow me? All right. So you have to stay in the balance. That's what we call pH balance. That means we want you to be a little more alkaline than acid. That's called the 80-20 split. Write that down. 80-20 split. 80% alkaline, 20% acid. Got it? That's your pH balance right there. So that's why you should be eating 80-20. That means, remember I said 4 to 1? Remember, for every 4 alkaline, you can have 1 acid. That's an 80-20 split. Got it? All right, y'all follow me, right? All right. All right. See, this is where We got to stay in that middle, in that pH
Right,
balance.
stay in balance.
Don't, and that balance is between 6.5 and 7.5. You got it? Writing that down. 6.5 to 7.5. That's your pH balance. 80-20 split. 6.5, 7.5. The perfect number where bacteria, virus, fungus is eliminated out the entire system is 7.3. Write that down. 7.3. Wow. So that means bacteria, virus, fungus, sepsis, parasites, cancers, all this stuff is stopped at 6.5, but eliminated totally out the system at 7.3.
Wow.
It's all frequency, vibration, it's tone, it's color. All of these things are at work. Got it? So it's a frequency, it's a vibration. You remember the scripture that says, everything that have life, praise the Lord. And y'all heard that, right?
Yes, yes, yes.
Can I get an amen up in
Well,
there? Amen.
hallelujah.
Pastor.
Amen. Hallelujah. Yes,
Well,
indeed.
everything that vibrates, if you would look to a spectrometer, everything is vibrating at a certain frequency, a vibration, a color, a tone, even your bones in your body. You hit it and boom, and guess what? Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti. Do. That's the whole scale right there. That's your first piano right there. Is
Absolutely.
You are the first piano. Is your spine. Woo, that's some deep stuff, ain't it?
Dr.
All right.
Paul.
Yep.
You only said alkaline was female. Does that acid is male?
So
and it moves
acid
to the
is male.
left?
That is correct. Yep.
Yes.
Acid is male. Yep. So you know alkaline acid, anion, cation. Got it? That's the spin of the cell. Now, that means that everything in life, we are in a duot system. And the duot system is what? Remember? Male, female. It's always got to be two. Got it? So I go and I stop. One's male, one's female. Remember, you stepped on the gas pedal and you hit the brake. Which one's the male and which one's the female?
The brake.
Male.
The
brake is the
gas.
What's the female?
Female is the brake.
Is the female the gas pedal or the brake?
The brake.
The
brake.
Female is the brake.
Female is the brake.
Some of y'all don't drive, I see.
No, I be stopping with my brake.
All right, I got you. All right, I got you.
Male is the gas.
Okay, male is the gas, right? All right. So let me give you another one. Destruction and construction.
Oh,
Destruction is male. Construction is female.
Construction female.
All right, good. Y'all catching up. So destruction, remember, tear down. That's male. Female is construct. She builds. She makes children. Right. She brings life in this world. Got it?
Yes.
Got it. All right. Next one is future versus past. Future versus past.
Mm.
That's a good one.
Future is going forward. The past is stopped.
So go is
female.
Future is male.
That's a good one. Think about it.
That is a good one. That
future is
male. Past is female.
That is correct. See how you're reasoning with this? Future is always go, moving forward. Got it? Past is stop.
So catabolism is male, right?
Mm-hmm.
And what is it? The other one. Oh gosh. I forget. I forget what's the opposite of that.
Yeah. You have metabolize. So anything that would slow down the system instead of metabolizing, you would anything non-tabolizer would be in the line of constipation or slow. Yep. All right. Let's see. What else? Let me give y'all some more. All right. I'm breathing in and I'm breathing out. One's male, one's female.
Breathing out is male.
Breathe out is female.
Female. Wow.
Breathe in is male.
So if I breathe
No,
in,
breathe out is
I want everybody to take a breath. Take a breath.
Take a breath, guys.
Breathe in.
Breathing in is
Female.
female.
And
Breathing
breathe out.
out is male.
Breathe out is male. That's right.
All right, now prove it to me. Prove it to me.
But you need air to
Because when
breathe.
you're breathing in, you're bringing in oxygen.
You're bringing in what you need.
So
you're saying oxygen, which is what you need for metabolism.
Oxygen is life.
Exhale, you're letting out
That's
the
female.
I hear Corinda. Let me hear
Okay.
Corinda. Corinda, I like that
Breathing
explanation,
in
Corinda.
is oxygen.
When you're taking in, when you're breathing in, you're
out
bringing in
is carbon
oxygen
monoxide.
for nutrition for the body. And when you exhale, you're breathing out the byproduct, which is carbon dioxide.
You got it. That's waste, right? And
Right.
remember, who's the waste? Is waste male or female?
Male.
Waste is male.
Male, right?
Male.
Waste is carbon dioxide. Remember,
Right.
oxygen breathes in. I'm feeding the nurturing. I'm nurturing the body. A nurturer, right? Remember, female is nurturer. And then when I breathe out, it's waste. Also, when I breathe in, it's usually going to be slow inhale. And exhale is usually fast. Got it? Make sense?
Yeah.
All right. Y'all catching up. All right. Just a couple more. There's some good ones here, y'all. Salt and sugar. This is an easy one. Salt and sugar. One's male, one's female.
Salt is female, sugar is male.
Sugar is female.
Ooh, this is a good one.
Salt is female.
So we're the salt of the earth. So salt is female. Sugar is tear down cancer. So that's male.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
You're going. You're moving.
Women are sweet.
Let's go. That's
All
male.
right, think about this
Good
now.
explanation.
Think about it. All right, salt is what?
Salt of the earth.
Female.
Seasoning.
Female.
Male.
Because I like chips.
I know you didn't say that.
I like potato chips.
All right, what did they used to say when my
Give me
grandmother
some
gonna
sugar.
get-
The Bible says the
They
salt of
said-
the earth. You're the salt of the earth.
Right, but what did grandma used to tell us? She said,
We want some sugar. Give
"Girl,
me some
boys
sugar.
are made
Give me
wait a
some
minute, girls the sugar and spice, everything nice.
Yep.
And boys are what?
Puppy dog tails.
It's puppy dog.
Snake snails, and puppy dog
salt
tails.
Snails and puppy dog tails.
Yeah,
Right,
yeah,
that
yeah.
was it.
Sugar is
So
female.
salt
That's
is
right.
actually male. It's
salt
electrolyte.
is
It's
male.
electric. Remember? Electric.
I
Remember?
believe you.
Yeah. Yeah, because
Yes, sodium.
that's because you like the cookies. You like the
I
chips.
like the
That's
chips.
why.
I like the potato chips.
But
No, salt
definitely,
is male because
Okay,
it's
so salt is male.
yep, male
Yeah,
salt is male.
Yes.
Sugar is
Yes.
female. That's correct. All right.
Okay,
See, Indy,
thank
y'all
you.
woke Indy up on that one.
Yay.
Y'all woke Indy up on that one. He said, "Wait a minute, hold up, wait a
But
minute."
what about God said we're the salt of the earth?
Right.
Well, you
Yes,
are.
we are
Yeah,
the
but
salt
God
of the
said,
earth. Yep,
but
but
he
it's a
said
male
we
principle.
as
Okay.
a people are the salt of the earth, not male or female are the
Yep.
salt of the earth.
There you go.
Okay,
All right,
I'm
let's
gonna go
see.
with
I got a couple more. Let me get through this. This gets fun because it makes you really think about life itself and what's around
Yes.
you and how things work. All right, science versus art. This is a good one. Science.
Science
Art
is
is
male
not
and
male.
art is
Science is
Art
male. Art
Okay,
is
I
female.
know.
Art is male.
No.
No.
Art
Art
is
is female,
female.
creative,
Art
Big D, I love this. I love
and
this
male-
conversation.
and science is male.
Right.
Okay.
These men
All
are
right.
more scien-
Who said
scientific.
that? Who said
Art is creative.
who said science is female? Who said that?
Nobody.
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 I did.
Nobody. You
I
said
did.
Y'all
science,
get real
you
y'all
said
get real
male is
quiet. Y'all like
logical.
you ain't setting me up.
Female is creative. So Archie is
All right, let me
creative.
give
Bless
you
you,
this
Nick.
one. I'm gonna give this one to you because I know we gotta move. Remember salt what we said
Science.
Archie.
Yep, science
and
is
art.
logic. Remember logic?
That's what I said.
That's not
That's
creativity, it's logic. So that's male principle. Art is what? Creativity.
Creative.
Imagination.
Yes.
That's
Got
what
it?
I said.
All right. All right. let's see. Let's see. Let me see if there's another one here. I'm walking down the street. I'm walking down the street.
So that's male.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, I'm finished. Let me finish. I pick one leg up, moving forward, the other one stop. I'm moving forward. Which one is male? Which one is female?
The one
The
that's
one
going.
that you pick up
It's
is
going.
the
The go is the male.
female.
The one that's
The one
what?
up is male. Female.
The one up
Okay.
is male.
One
that's
going forward is male.
That is correct. That's the correct
Yeah.
answer. That's the way.
That's
That's the
correct.
correct reason. Yep. Moving
Moving
forward
forward,
is
yeah.
what? Male.
Male.
Female is yep. Stop. All right. All right. Let me give you one more. I'm gonna give you one more. All right. And let me give you one more. I mean, that's pretty easy there. Let's see. Let's see. Extroverted, introverted. Extrovert,
Ooh, that's
introvert.
Introvert is male.
Introvert would
be male.
Okay, extroverted is
female.
Extrovert is male because it's
female.
going down. Introvert is female because she stops in within.
Extroverted is male.
Y'all breaking this down. I like the conversation.
Introvert is
You're
female.
thinking now.
Yeah.
You're thinking. Yes, you're absolutely correct.
Outgoing, so that's male.
So extroverted is male.
Right.
Got it? Introverted is like you said, it's internally. Yes, I'm focusing in.
Exactly.
So that's why, it's to know thyself. The principles of life itself is to know thyself. That's why it's a female principle. For life itself, it's a female principle. That's why you have to look at what they do. What do they say? They always compare it to Mother Nature. Got it? Mother Earth. Mother Earth. Everything is nurture, is mother. All right. Now, the whole reason that we use this is to break down the understanding of male and female principle. I want everybody to just grab maybe bring one back next week that we didn't mention here today, of one that you said, wow, is that male or female? And we'll try to break it down. But if you start to see these things, you can see how life is out of balance. So, for example, I always use this with children, right? I used to teach this class called How to Get In and Out of a Fight and Not Get Hurt.
Besides run as fast as you can.
Run fast, that's right.
That's a good class.
That was a good class. That was a real good class. So it's based on how, when you hear an argument, how to diagnose, or we say not to diagnose, treat, or cure, or prevent a disease, but how to examine a room and balance out a room. So that means every room you go in, you can balance out the room.
I know, that's right.
I want y'all to tell me this. If you go in a room and you see everybody, all right, let me take an example. You got children that are running around like a Chuck E. Cheese. You know, like a Chuck E. Cheese, when all them kids running around.
Chaos.
It's like chaos. What's going on?
That's male principle.
Is that male?
That's male.
Or is that female?
That's male.
Male.
That's all I'm saying.
That's male.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Yes.
Think about it again.
They're running around out of control.
Okay, is that a male room or is it a female room?
It's a male room.
It's female.
Why?
Let me tell you why. The children are going one time. Creativity is all over the place. They're imagining. They're moving. They're doing all the things for moving imagination. When you got the mother, then the mother gonna come in and it says, you sit over here, you sit over there, you get over there. What is that? That's male principle came to balance the room out.
Well, have mercy.
Exercises
Have mercy.
principle are bringing logic to a chaotic area or atmosphere. Got it? This is deep, really deep. So that would be the problem. So if you're going into a situation and you're talking to somebody, for example, and make sure everybody's on mute, and you go into a situation where somebody's arguing. All right. So, and it can be either male or female, because you have men that can exuberate, they can bring forth male principle and female, just like women can bring back male and female principal also. So you may be in a situation. I used to do this one about when people were like, they were like fighting. And one says, you know what, guy sitting there, you know, he sits there, wakes up, comes downstairs, his wife making breakfast for him. She says, hey, you know, honey, it's good, you know, good morning, sits down, gets the paper, and he goes into the paper and he starts going, he says, you know what, we need to take a trip somewhere. How about we go to a trip to, you know, like the islands or somewhere? He's in this principal, right? And then she says, you know, we ain't going nowhere, because every time you go somewhere, you get lost, you mess up the trip. She's coming with the angle, right? You done messed up everything. You lost our luggage last time. And then he comes back and say, see, that's why I don't ever want to bring nothing up, because every time we start, see, they're getting into an argument, right? Now, the key to this, and this is for any principal, so it's not just the male we're using as the good guy or the bad guy. It doesn't matter. You have to stay home to your principal. So if there is someone that's being really negative, and like you'll see somebody come in, and as soon as they drop a joke, the whole room busts up. You right? Just balance the room out. You got it? So you have to identify the room you're in, and then you balance it out. Isn't that awesome? You can change the dynamics of any space.
That's so true. So very true.
That means you want to walk in and you want to change the atmosphere. Identify the atmosphere you're in or seeing. Let me give you one more. You go into the driver board.
Because it's 9:15.
All right. One more time. One more. One more. Because this is important. So you go into the DMV. Everybody went to the DMV, right? And what happened? You got to wait them long lines. Number 5021. That's me.
Man, please try not to think about that.
Right? As you're going through and everybody's quiet, everything's calculating. What kind of room is that? That's male room. Male. But then you sitting in there and then somebody tells a joke and then everybody busts up and everybody gets loose and everything. That's the female principal. Got it? Utilize these things no matter where you are so that you can bring better balance and harmony when you're going in these weekends, when the holiday season, when you're dealing with people who are callous and hard and calculating. What do you have to do with them? You got to bring them what? You got to bring them more laughter.
More laughter, yes.
You'll break up. They cannot deal with it. If you come in there with a joke, they'll be like, all right, you know, you got me. All right. Or if somebody is too jokey, too out of rhythm, too out of balance, too all of it, what do you need to do? I need to stay focused.
Chill out. Yep.
I gotta be real focused with them. I gotta only give them yes and no answers. Got it? Yes and no, and that's it. You don't give them anything to wiggle out of because they're already sporadic with their thought patterns. Got it?
Yep.
So I'm using this to tell you this. This is what we use when you're bringing better cooperation with your family and your friends and things to help you balance out better, because we are so disconnected and mostly misunderstood. So the majority of what happens is lost in translation. I truly believe that our biggest problem is translation. We get insulted by something that the person really didn't mean to say to you.
Yeah.
But we got caught up in translation. Got it? So do the best you can. Utilize these male-female principles, and may God bless you all. All right? Big B, we got to wrap it up.
Yeah, man. We got to roll, guys. Lyndon, Farrell, appreciate you. This is
where we
go
anywhere, because Prophetess got to go, y'all. Let's give Prophetess a hand over there. Thank you, Prophetess. I appreciate you.
Yeah. No doubt.
Thank you,
Prophetess.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Thank you, Prophetess.
Indeed.
Thank you,
Prophetess. Thank you.
Yes, indeed. Yeah, man.
Is it definitely going to be next Wednesday? Because that's the day before Thanksgiving.
Yeah, I'm going to take off for that one, y'all. We got to take off because I will be traveling. For that. Okay. So I will not be able to have it next week. So that's why I'm leaving you with this today.
So you're giving you a headache tonight, just so you keep you.
So you can plan out and say, you know, so-and-so, they real calculating. I got to get some jokes for them. And the other person that's really
calculating.
That's right.
Hey, go ahead, boy.
And the person that's too abstract, I got to be real straight up with them. You got it?
Yeah.
See what I'm saying?
That's
how you balances out, and it stops you from getting in and out of a fight.
That's
Got
right.
it?
That's exactly right.
All
right, guys. Listen, before we bounce out.
Happy holidays,
Bill.
everyone.
Happy holidays,
Indeed,
everyone.
for everyone. For everyone. All right.
Give them the information, how they can actually be a part. Before we leave, I just want to say, Big B, give them information so that they can be a part of the family tree, how they can help us with this thing to keep it going. And we say we don't charge you with the truth, but donations go a long way.
Yeah.
Big B is working hard over there to make sure this stuff goes out on social media. So Big B, tell them how they can support us. All right?
As always, guys, you make sure you get a copy tonight. Chat, do what? Send me an email to meccavideo@gmail.com. Again, that's meccavideo@gmail.com. And to support the family tree, use my Cash App. That's $ Bill Morgan, BILMORGAN. If you have, Zelle at the bank, that ID number is Dr. Paul at drpaulherb.com. Or use our P.O. Box, which is 191 Mullica Hill, New Jersey, 08062. Hey, guys, support us, so we can do what? Keep getting this info out. Remember, you invite your friends, your family, your frenemies, your enemies, your everybody to the family tree every Wednesday night right here on Zoom.
All right. I want to say thank you before everybody. Appreciate y'all.
Yeah.
What are we doing here? I'm trying to get my screen together here, Big B.
We appreciate you, Dr. Paul and Phil.
Yeah.
All right. Did you learn anything this evening, y'all?
As always, buddy.
Always.
As always, man.
Yes. I thank you so much for joining us. Take this information, share it. Don't hold on to it. Each day, share it. Give it to someone that can really help you. And balance out your room this Thanksgiving and Christmas holiday. All right? Don't get in a fight.
I know that's right.
All right. So I'm gonna thank
all right, guys. Blessings.
Remember, God bless y'all. May God keep y'all. And remember, if you're breathing,
you got a shot. Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
Here goes Jared right here. Look at Jared. Get out of here, Jared. There he is. He can't see him. He disappeared on me.
Yeah, but he's there. What up, Jared?
All
right. Female principal.
All right, tap. Come on down.
Yeah.
Come on down. Good. Come on down. And breathe.
Yeah.
Come on down. Get that out there. Come on down. Right under here, the collarbone. That's tap.
Yeah.
That's the collarbone. That's the K23. That's actually the kidneys right here. If you tap them right here, you can feel it in your back. How about that? That's a little qigong for y'all. All right, on the left and the right side. Tap. Hey, Indy, what's up, Indy? You tapping over there, buddy?
Indy said, "I'm right here, homie."
And I'm tapping for a bone. That's what he's doing over here. All right, tap.
Yeah, buddy.
All right, breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out.
What up, Frida?
Breathe in. Breathe out.
All right.
I want a good breathe in. Breathe in. And breathe out. Blow it out. That's male principle, right? Breathe in. Everybody, I want you to blow it out. Breathe out.
Yeah.
I see Carol G over there. I see you. Breathe in.
Yeah. All right, Dolores, everyone. Mela, Eunice, have a great evening. Great holiday, everybody. Ms. Marshall, Vienna, glad we see.
And pull. Try to pull them apart. Pull them apart. Feel the shoulders. And release. Good. Take that, invert it like this. Bring it over to your head, like that.
Yeah, buddy.
And stretch.
Yeah, buddy.
And stretch. Yeah, there you go. And stretch.
Yeah.
Y'all still hanging in there.
Yeah, buddy.
I see you, Orion. I see you. Stretch.
Yeah.
I see you, Frida. Stretch.
All right.
All right, Debbie, come on down. Get the stretching now.
All right, Vienna, we'll see you there. That's what's up.
And then the last one is stretch, and then you're going to take it to your left
Brickhead.
side.
Hey.
Your other left.
Everybody.
Yeah, that's it. And then take it to your other side. I'm going the wrong way.
Hey, that's stage right, man. Stage left.
Stage left. And then bring it back, and we're gonna clap it up.
Yeah, boy.
Clap. Clap. Marcy gonna get me, so I gotta do this right. Come on.
That's right.
Tap. And rub them together.
Yeah, buddy.
Rub them together. Get that heat going, right? You're gonna give yourself an energy bath. That's right. And then take it and then rub it down. Don't
there
touch
you go.
yourself.
There you go.
Hover over your body. Ooh. You feel
Yeah,
that energy?
yeah.
All right, one more. Come on, Doc. Clap.
Yeah.
One more. Clap. And stop. Rotate the top one, keep the bottom one still. Feel that energy?
Yeah.
Take that. Bless yourself. God bless y'all. May God keep y'all.
God bless you too. Enjoy.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, everybody.
Y'all can dance if y'all want to. Come on, dance. You can dance out there.
Yeah, buddy.
Get DP ahead, y'all. Get DP ahead.
Yeah.
Go DP. All right. Go ahead, Marcy.
Happy Thanksgiving,
everyone.
My family.
Got the guitar.
Yeah, boy. Loving it. Great music.
I see you, Free. I see you. Who's that? Dolores up there. Who's that? Dolores. Somebody. All right. We'll see y'all have a good time. Share this information. We'll see you after the holiday.
Yeah, buddy.
Come back strong with
Blessings,
your
man.
female principal. I want you to come back with us, okay? All right. Close it
All right,
out.
buddy.
And we're going to count it on down.
Yeah.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good night.
Good night, buddy. Blessing.
Happy Thanksgiving.
My love.
All right, we'll see y'all.
Yeah, buddy. Blessings, my man.
See you on the weekend.